You ready with the topics?
What up, folks? Yep, I'm ready with the topics.
All right, okay, let me hit the little this for Reese. Oh shit. We didn't even start it. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Starting in 4, 3. Welcome back to Alright, y'all, welcome back to Soul Time with Country and Mr. Reese. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties.
Because you adding too much stuff to stuff, and I keep telling you that.
I ain't adding nothing.
You need to come out of that and go back to the dashboard, then go back to a live recording.
No, I just did it just now. It was recording at the bottom.
Mike, we on. We back on. Right down like SmackDown. Okay, so Reese doing the topics this week. I'm just riding in the passenger seat.
You need to cut.
Just found out from the alien in the back a few minutes ago. So
yeah, you just found out you would.
Pretty dramatic over
here. That is crazy, man.
Well, that's because you left it on there. You was moving it around.
What's up, good people? Me and Reese about to be doing live with Soul Time with Country and Mr. Reese in about 2 seconds, man. Take my coat off so I'll be ready for this hour. So I'm gonna give me some damn.
That's all we got was 10 plays.
Yeah, that's all you were doing.
What is that? $0
Mm-hmm. What's up, man? Why y'all want to go to our station? Y'all watching us on these?
Because you take so long and you have people staring into nothingness. You're not doing anything.
He is doing something.
People just don't like just looking at you and see you want to do stuff. I keep telling you this, but you don't listen to me. When you turn these shows on, we should be ready to talk and ready to.
We is ready to talk.
Oh, yeah, you undressing. You haven't even turned on the anchor. You got that messed up. You got to quit being so unprofessional, Country.
I'm super professional.
No, you're not.
Engineering all this good stuff over here by myself.
Shit, just turn some phones on.
I mean, that's all engineering.
Can do what you're doing.
I don't see no goddamn donkey.
One can do it.
I ain't never seen him.
Shit.
I ain't seen that.
I can train my little dog to do what your ass doing.
I bet your dog can't do this shit. I'm professional.
See, you're not in the right spot.
Why am I in the right spot? I'm just putting one.
We want to record.
Man, chillax, man. I'm about to record in 1 second. I'm telling you, we about to record, y'all. I don't think Reese can go a whole day without arguing with a nigga. I'm just trying to say.
Man, you just take too much unnecessary time. You know, people don't have time just to sit and wait and watch you do shit.
What else they got to do?
You're being too arrogant, Country.
What else they got to do?
Whatever they got to do, it ain't got to be with your ass.
Yes, it does.
You got to quit being so arrogant.
Yes, it does.
Thinking people are out there. We didn't get not one comment yesterday.
We get no comments no day.
You know, we do get comments some days.
Well, I'm saying we didn't get none yesterday because I told you anybody be watching TV.
Oh man, I don't hear that bullshit. If people was watching us like to watch us, they'll watch us. You know, but like I said, you kill a lot of time. I even seen some of the complaints that say that's what you just kill a lot of time.
No,
you do, Country.
Who said that?
Some of the comments.
Who said that?
Whoever made the comments on Instagram. I had one said stop wasting time, and the other one said you are very unprofessional. You should be ready. And I said the same thing.
Yeah, you always agreeing with somebody else. You ain't never on my side. This is my partner.
Because you be
never on my side. Never ever.
You shouldn't turn none of the stuff on
my side.
Ready with that. You shouldn't turn none of
I'm ready. You ready?
I've been sitting here the last 5 minutes waiting on your ass for help.
All right, can you play this quick music for us?
See, there you go. You can't help yourself. Let's just get the show started, man. Damn.
Yeah, the show is getting started.
So annoying, Country. You're like a kid with a toy.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Reese Whining.
Totally out on the other camera over there.
Welcome to another episode of Reese Whining.
Reese ain't whining. Reese trying to
Soul
teach his young
Time
buck
with
how to be
Country
professional.
and
He's
Mr. Reese.
He think just because he turned on.
Thank y'all for tuning in to us.
Look at his big head ass
on Wednesday, and there's another episode. I'm talking over Reese because he's just in the background, just whining. I don't. Anyway, make a long story short. So welcome everybody out there.
I'm gonna be whining when I get rid of your ass and start doing the show on my own.
I'm not gonna cry.
There ain't gonna be no country of Mr. Reese. It's just gonna be Mr. Reese. I get a new goddamn country.
You'll be the same popular as you is on your YouTube channel.
But I was still popular, damn it.
I can't tell. Anyway, man, can we? Oh my God, can we just start the show?
No, damn, you talking shit and talk shit with you.
That's why we can't never start the show. Anyway, so I ain't thinking about Reese. I'm gonna give all my acolytes out.
Get out the way.
You back here tripping.
You got the microphone.
I'm gonna give a shout out if they go. I'm gonna get out to my homeboy Evan.
No, it's not on.
Yes, it is. I want to give a shout out to the speaker on right here. I want to give a shout
I just turned it on.
I want to give out a shout out to my homeboy Evan with Cargo to Go Transportation and my girl Pamela Russell for help training me to do my own dispatch service. And y'all can reach us at tcbcoordination@yahoo.com to leave any likes, comments, and mail. Also, I want to give a shout out to my own business, TCB Coordination Dispatch Service. You can catch me at tcbcoordination.com for all the truckers that got the hammer down out there that listen to us over the air and everywhere. And also, you can catch us on 6 platforms, but definitely check us out on Spotify. Reese, I usually give Reese a shout out first, but he's back here still talking. So now we can say, and don't forget to check Reese out on New Way to Do It with Mr. Reese. Or New Way to Do It with Reese. Or whatever. How was New Way to Do It with what? Reese?
Whatever.
Okay, New Way to Do It with Reese. Or a New Way to Don't Do It or Get It Done with, I don't know. And all the people that Reese used to work with at Kingston Mine and Security are us. And
I ain't no work no damn security.
all the places that he worked.
Where the hell is that from?
All the places that he worked and stuff. And I'd like to give a shout out to all the chefs I cooked out. I would just like to give shout outs to people so everybody that we giving our recognition now, because the same people you meet going up be the same people you meet coming down. And also I'd like to give a shout out to my homegirl G.I. Jan, G-I-J-A-N and the number 3 on my Instagram. She's a good sister. She out in Mississippi.
Look at him ask you a question.
She got a
Is she giving shout outs to us?
She had a soul food restaurant.
I'm just
and no, I just like her energy.
Okay, but
she had a soul food restaurant. We give soul food.
Everybody
shout out. Who we give out shout outs that you know?
She should give us a shout out.
I don't see none of the people that you give a shout out to. Tim and none of them giving us a shout out.
I don't give a damn if they giving a shout out. I was just thanking them for watching.
All right, that's what I'm thinking her.
But she runs a business.
No, she got a
G.I. Jan. You didn't give us a shout out saying how you would like the show.
Soul food restaurant, vegan restaurant.
Yeah, and she's in Mississippi.
Right, and she do healthcare, but she taking care of sisters out there that's overweight. She getting them slim and trim like all of them. She's a good sister, man. She got a lot of good energy.
She's not a good sister.
Just like some of the people that you give shout out on your YouTube. That you
I don't give shout outs to. I give a thanks.
Okay, well, thank you for her. I like her. She got good energy. Like so
give us a shout out to her. She married,
got kids and everything.
That's very nice.
But she just a really good jam sister. Her, my other girl, no, Driana Mellon too. That's on my Facebook page. She's a good sister. Smart as man. Some of these sisters.
I'm sure there's a lot of good.
Some of these sisters out here is way smarter than dudes. They playing chess. The cats out here playing checkers, but they don't know what they want to do. But anyway, like I said, I'm in the passenger seat this week. Reese got his topics. I ain't got no more to say. So with that note, turn it over to the MC.
His topics.
The MC of the hour, Reese. Anybody don't know what I mean? That's mistress of ceremony because he over here just whining in the end. Master ceremony, Mr. Reese. It ain't been 30 minutes in the phone, man, because you talking over the show now. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. The master ceremony, Mr. Reese. Go ahead, take it away.
Master ceremony.
That's what MC means.
Well, my topic is today.
My
topic today is: should we had legalized marijuana? Because now that it's been legalized.
Don't forget about me and Reese having our T-shirt thing because we opened up a smoke-free place called Toke Freely, where you can come and enjoy the Mother Earth. And it's COVID friendly and Corona-19 friendly. I mean, you ain't gonna catch it up in there. You good. All right. And now Reese, craziest question I ever heard in the last 17 years of my life. Should we have legalized marijuana? Bob Marley said legalize it in 1970.
Recording. Okay. At first, I'm recording, whoever that is. At first, I used to say I like it. I wanted it to be legalized, but now since they legalized it, I wish they wouldn't have legalized it.
Wow.
And if anybody agree with that, let me know.
Why you don't agree with it?
Because they tax the shit out of it. What you pay for it in the street is way more expensive if you go to a dispensary, you know. And then they tax the dispensary people up their ass for the money. I mean, for doing it. Then they turn around and tax us, and then we still get low quality marijuana. They don't always have the best quality marijuana, you know. Because I've got some from guys sold me some that got some from dispensary, and I have to admit it, I've had better in the street. I've had some that was good from dispensary, but I have better in the streets. You know, all they had to do is, like I said before, all they had to do was just make it legal and leave it alone. It would have found a middle ground, but so many people they got greedy. See, and all the rich people was the first one. The same ones that was voting against it being legal it was the first ones to jump on the bandwagon when it got legal.
Because they did a survey.
They had money.
No, they did a survey for 2 years about how much weed was making on the street. And
that's what I'm saying. They wanted to take the money away from
and all the stuff. They're like, man, weed illegal on the street was making over $200 million.
I heard. I heard it was over $1 billion. Over $2 billion.
That's what I said. They did a survey 2 years in a row. Like, if we can market that,
but it's not like they didn't know that.
They was like they was gonna take some taxes. It was gonna give cities tax breaks. That was the hoopla around it. Like it was.
That's what was the lie about it. But really, you know what it was? They couldn't really stop it. They couldn't stop it. Then a lot of prominent people, see, just poor folks smoked it like us, then they would have never legalized it. But when prominent people smoked it and say they smoked it, then
everybody
lobby for it and shit. Yeah,
Willie Harrison, Willie Nelson.
You could tell Willie Harrison was a weed pothead, you know, because his ass like he was blowing half the time anyway.
And then just so many celebrity after celebrity just came, everybody come out. Had George, Bill Clinton talking about October.
Bill Clinton, Barack Obama.
Everybody was coming out to choom. Everybody was coming out.
I wish they would have just legalized it and left it out there and didn't let the rich motherfuckers.
So you saying it'd been better if it had been just legal for people just to have in the street?
Yeah, just legal.
Do that.
Just legal. Just like almost like cigarettes are.
Yeah.
You know, just like that. You know, except with cigarettes, you can't go.
Cigarettes is crack prices.
Yeah, they are because they found out that people are addicted to them and they can make more revenue off of them. Yeah. But see, if they'd just left the weed alone, see now it's regulated, and see now it's worse for people who sell it on the street.
Yeah.
Because now it's a controlled substance. It was never a controlled substance. And that was one of the things I was hoping that they never put on there was being a controlled substance. Is this thing on or not?
Yeah, it's on.
I'm talking about this.
Yeah, it's on.
You know, so that's my take on that. You know, as far as the marijuana, and then to me, they pushing them. You guys and y'all be smoking them blunts. Y'all shouldn't be smoking them blunts because that tobacco. That cigar tobacco wrap paper wasn't meant to inhale. You know, you ever seen people who smoke cigars?
Yeah.
What do? They chew on it, inhale and puff out. They don't really inhale that shit, you know, deep like
somebody told me a long time ago. They said smoking marijuana in a blunt is like putting a demon on the wings of an angel.
Well, I don't know if you go that far, but
because the tobacco was so bad that it is like bad. Kind of quiet.
You shouldn't mix. Like I tell my big brother, you shouldn't mix that weed with that tobacco. You shouldn't mix that shit. Not with that type of tobacco, because it just all it is it's making more damage on your lungs. See what it came from? It came from guys who used to wrap their weed in weed. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because before weed, marijuana plant sprout, it gets the leaves and they flat before they start to grow and curl in. They would take those. And they would dry them out, and they would have actual weed that had grown. And they would lick them together and then roll a joint with the marijuana leaf with the marijuana in it.
Now I messed with this girl that was Jamaican. Shout out to my Jamaican boo. I messed with this girl in Jamaica, and her brothers and them, they smoking corn husks.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like the leaf on the corn, the green part of the corn. Like
the green part. That's still that stringy leaf part.
No, it was like the soft part.
You said the husk, right?
Not the husk, like the yellow part, I should say corn leaves.
The corn leaves. Okay. Leaves. That may be good.
Man, they have a little honey on that.
I had
and it smoked like a. You be like, God damn, this thing.
I have had corn papers made of corn and rice.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, I like the rice. I like them both, but I like the rice one better because with the rice, it's always a nice, clean taste. You taste nothing but the wheat. These papers and tops is like the lowest grade of papers. But the thing about why a lot of people buy tops is that they don't fall apart. A lot of the
well, they got these things you probably ain't never seen them before called cones. The cones is pretty good.
What you mean a cone?
Because it's like clear. It's like clear paper. It's like when you stuff it, you can see the weed. It's like almost smoking in invisible papers. But yeah. So it's just called a cone. I had to get someone that lets you know how they look.
Yeah. So people, I would like your comments. Give us some comments on what you think about that. You know, should weed? They should have legalized weed, or should have kept it? Well, I still think it should have been legalized, but it shouldn't be taxed. And it shouldn't be regulated the way it is. If you disagree with me, let me know. Or if you agree with me, let me know. Because I think that it was. It was a big lie.
I believe like Bob Marley said back in the day, you should just legalize it. He didn't. Well, like
legalize it. Leave it alone. Legalize it. Yeah, you know, right.
I think it should have been like a way that poor people could make money, and they should just left it like that.
Just
you know
left
what
it
I'm saying?
alone.
They could just left it like you ain't got no job, you ain't doing this. Okay, we ain't gonna mess you for selling your weed.
That's why I say the greedy capitalists come in, because they know if they come in with money, they get it legalized. They can charge what they doing. They can charge twice the money for lesser grade, and they think they're gonna put the guys in the street out. But see, y'all ain't gonna put the guys in the street out unless you make it illegal to sell on the street, which they're trying to do. But by it being legal, it's sort of a catch-22,
right?
You know,
because that's what I was telling my homegirl. She asked me to take her to the store, and she's like, "Man, you got some." Anyway, make a long story short, I like, girl, good, you can smoke. You know, we legal in Chicago, so you can smoke while we ride. She's like, "That's right." You know, so
but you can't smoke and drive.
No,
now they gonna get you driving buzzed.
No, she smoke.
I know, but I'm saying that driving buzz bullshit, there ain't nothing but some bullshit there. How you gonna know if I'm buzzed? Because if my eyes dilated, my eyes could be dilated from anything. You know. Or you smell marijuana, like a lot of these cops and shit, you know, that's how they used to get a lot of brothers too. I smell marijuana. Man, motherfucker, they ain't even got no marijuana. Yeah. But I smell it. So what you smell it? What that mean? You may smell a lot of shit. But that's what I'm saying. And in some states, you know, it hasn't been legalized everywhere.
Yeah, some states in all 50 states.
No, it's not.
What states are they legal in?
A lot of states it's not legal in. It's only legal in like
the last time I looked,
they're trying to move it to legalize it in all 50 states. But no, it's not legal in Hawaii. It's not legal in Maine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Because I mean,
like in New Hampshire, it's not.
It's legal in New Hampshire.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't know.
My homeboy stay over that way.
In New Hampshire?
By Maryland and all that shit. He stay in that direction. All that shit legal. And it's
not legal in all 50 states yet. I can guarantee you.
I'm shocked if it's not legal. Because last time I heard it was legal in all 50 states.
No, it's not legal.
Because like Chicago was like Illinois took a long time
like
to go over.
Tennessee is not legal.
Oh, it's legal in every.
No, it's not legal in Tennessee.
All right,
it is not legal in Tennessee.
They must have changed the law.
No, they ain't changed it. They never made it legal because they like stealing your money. And there's a few other states. There's quite a few states that haven't legalized marijuana.
You know why? Wait, man, you got to be mistaken about Tennessee.
No, I'm not mistaken.
They don't even lock you up for smoking weed in the South before it wasn't illegal. You don't get locked up for that. That's a misdemeanor.
Well, I'm telling you
throw
now.
The weed out.
I'm telling you now.
Watching
even videos on YouTube that if they smell marijuana, they bring the dog to your car and the dog sit down. They search your car, and even if they don't find it, I'm telling you, they
don't lock you up though.
If they don't lock you up, it'd be rare, but they'll try to find something to lock you up. You know about it, and that's what they're doing. If weed was legal in Tennessee, why would they stop you, tell you they smell weed, and then search your car?
I'm not sure.
You see
man.
what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's not legal yet.
I wish we can Google.
I think people are pushing.
I wish we could side Google that, but we got every device we got on. But if anybody can Google that right quick, because y'all let us know if weed legal in all 50 states or is we? Because man, I'm telling you,
weed is not legal.
I done smoked a lot in the South.
Well, you know what? I know that they're more lenient about weed in the South.
Right,
like in some suburbs. In some suburbs, I know they're a little lenient. Somebody's saying something right there.
No, this is two people that want us to wave.
Okay. Want us to wave?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Curly something, and over here is Benefo joint.
Benefo Jones.
Benefo.
Y'all heard of him.
Mm.
What's up, folks? Thank you for watching. Tell more folks about us. We'll give you a wave.
Yeah,
Hey,
and they asked us way better. Well, way.
Answer the question: do you think weed should have been legal? I mean, should have been legalized?
I think it should.
Or should it just been legalized and left alone? But legalized, and they're doing it almost like cigarettes. Because to spend $65 on a 3.5, that is totally ridiculous.
That is robbery.
That is totally ridiculous. And I don't know why the state let them get away with that. It should still have been street prices. A 20 should have been 20, a 30 to 30, whatever. But not because they over here. See, I know they're gonna tax the shit out of them people, man. Because they're gonna make good money. You know, they're gonna. People would rather have it. I know the majority of people would rather have it legal, so they can go and buy it legally and don't have to feel like they're sneaking around. Because a lot of them don't like going into the hood anyway.
Right, because I seen that north side shop up there on the north side make so much money. It'd be a line all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right over there in Lincoln area where we was working at, right over there. There's a line up there. Every time they show that line, when they was showing when it first came, a line around the corner. Like they had made
a line around the corner. People want to buy
they said they made $1 million in the first 6 months off this shit.
I can believe that.
I was like, how? I'm like, man, I like me and some other cats, we was like, man, we should take the statter opposite side of that line.
Yeah, but you know, they was charging so much for the license.
Felicia?
You know, they was charging so much for the license, you know, that the everyday people, and see, that's why I'm pissed off at the mayor.
I love black ass.
Yeah, she allowed them to come in there with their money and do that shit. And then she said she's gonna have a set aside business for you know, people who couldn't afford to really get in there and supposed to help them out. I ain't heard nothing else about that yet.
No,
I ain't heard shit about that yet. She's a big thinker and a liar.
And she was like,
you know,
and another thing she lied about, she was saying that she was gonna particularly look out for minorities that couldn't get into business like that.
Like I say, you ain't seen nothing yet. You know,
I'm gonna put some dispensaries on the south side. That way, other minorities can get in, so it won't be a monopoly on it. I'm like, oh shit, that's good, bitch. I'm telling motherfuckers like, man, go apply for a weed license. The motherfucker got all kind of catch-22.
It was like $250,000.
No, but it was not only that; it was the catch-22. Even if you had the money, it was so many catches for what you had to have. Like you couldn't have this, you can't. And never had you couldn't have never had a
criminal
ticket
record or something.
You couldn't even have a traffic ticket.
Seriously?
Like, right. They
so you had to be so squeaky clean.
Right. You had to be squeaky clean. Like you was just really making a business out of it, but it wasn't really a big deal. Like, I can make some money doing this or doing something else. I'm like, man, they is on some straight.
But see, try to sell that shit out your house. Watch what happens. Because now, like I say, it's a controlled substance. Just like cigarettes. You can't sell cigarettes. Everybody can get cigarettes, but if you decide to buy some and charge a motherfucker $1 a cigarette to come to your house and buy it, they will call that what do they call that?
I call it fair enterprise.
That's what we most of us call this, but you know, they call it because you're avoiding taxes. You wait a minute, I pay taxes on the cigarettes.
Right.
You know, there's people trying to argue that, but they called it, I can't think of the name of what they called it. But if they catch you doing, you can get like 2 to 5 years, you know, for that shit.
No, they throw that shit out.
They just full of shit. Like you can't buy, you know, certain liquors and certain what are you doing? Oh, certain liquors and certain alcohol you can't bring across state line. Did you know that? Certain cigarettes and certain liquor.
Well, the only alcohol I heard you couldn't bring was that green shit.
What green shit?
The one to get you to make you like you hallucinate. Abstinence.
They sell that here.
No, I said real abstinence. You can't bring it over here. It's illegal.
Where's it from? Scotland or something?
I don't know, Europe somewhere, but it's called abstinence. It's the one that's like green. It's like light green.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard of the name, you know, because that's a vodka, ain't it?
It's a liquor. I don't know what kind of liquor.
A vodka? Yeah, I think it's a vodka. A vodka or
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what kind of liquor it is, but I know that's what it's called.
Tequila, one of the two. It's vodka.
No, it's stronger than that. This shit, you don't need nothing but a cup. You was fucked up.
I'm no big drinker, so every liquor do that to me.
Right, that's illegal for that.
But me not to be a drinker, I do like certain liquors. I do like to drink certain liquors. You know, I just drink a little of it and that be it. You know, I don't get like drunk and fall out because I can't handle being drunk anyway.
Nobody really
I've
had.
been drunk twice in my life, and both times it was horrible.
Yeah.
So no, I don't like being drunk.
One time I drunk some E&J and hit my homeboy in the head with a 2x4
Why?
because he was fucking with me. And I told him he didn't
So
leave me alone.
you drank and got stupid.
Yeah, I told him he didn't leave me alone.
I drink.
He kept saying, "Hit me, hit me, hit me," and I was like, "Hey man, you over here? What's your bleed?" I'm like, "Man, you just got a lump up there."
Oh, that's all. You
Right.
could have a concussion, but it's just a lump.
Yeah. He's like, "Man, I should hit you back." I'm like, "You should, but I got this 2x4." I told y'all.
Pluck them again.
Right, I told people I didn't want to drink, and they kept insisting on, "Come on, man, come on, drink with us." Blah 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 blah. And he was just talking crazy. Before I know it, I cracked his ass, man. Bing. But it wasn't like a thick.
What's your favorite weed?
What is my favorite weed?
Yeah, what's your favorite
The
weed?
best weed I ever had in my life
Yeah.
was this weed called Northern Lights.
See, I've never heard of names like that before.
Man, you never had no Orange Kush?
No.
Oh, well, you
I never even heard of Orange Kush.
Man, anybody know what Northern Lights, man?
What is Northern? I mean, what do it look like? What color is it?
It's like green with a little blue, but it got like little white crystals on it or some shit. It's the best weed I ever smoked in my entire life. We smoked a joint in a car. It was 3 of us. Smoked just the joint, no bigger than the ones you got. And it was like we was in that motherfucker floating. Like we it was so fire that we still had like a little bit more, like a little less than a half a joint, and we was in there zooted. Like we was like we couldn't even move.
That's
like,
supposed to be more.
We was so stuck.
Exotic weeds.
We was so stuck, dude. We was like sitting. We had sat in the car for like an hour. Off
Just
that one joint, off that one joint,
shit.
Man. Like man, we got to get out.
See, when I was coming up, the weed that we were smoking was was what we call bowl. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then it was Colombian Gold, and then it was.
I had some Acapulco Gold.
Acapulco Gold, okay.
Yeah.
Then
that shit like orange and yellow. That shit
we
was
used to
crazy.
get that too, and then it used to be for me, like I said, my 2 favorite weeds. I still say is my favorite. My favorite weed in the world is Hawaiian. It's some Hawaiian weed, and my second is some good sesame oil. I have had other weeds like black ganja and
that's black ganja too.
Tastic,
and
some other exotic names. Black Mamba. You ever had any Black Mamba? Black Mamba is a hash.
Yeah, I know. We mixed it with some.
Yeah, you mix it. I think it's horrible to mix it with weed.
No, you put
the best way to do it
on a little.
No, I just think the best because it makes it hard to smoke. Because if it's Black Mamba, you can't even put it on weed because it's so gummy. But
no, we
it was Black Mamba.
Yeah, we took it, dried it out. We set it out. We stretched it.
Now, see, I don't know if you tell the truth because see, if anybody ever had the Black Mamba hash, it don't really dry out.
No,
and if it does dry out, it ain't no more good.
No, it didn't dry out.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say. I said we tried to dry it out, but it got so aggravating that we just put it on the weed, like it, and then it was sticking the weed together. Man, I'd have smoked myself.
But if I could get a hold to some Hawaiian or some good cess, I wouldn't smoke nothing else but those 2, man. Because for one thing, you never get tired of smoking them.
Somebody was gonna bring me some Hawaiian weed. I forgot what it's called, Hawaiian ice or some shit like that.
Hawaiian ice.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It never had names except Hawaiian.
It was like,
and you knew it was because it always smelled like fruit.
Right.
Hawaiian weed always smelled like fruit.
He was saying he was gonna bring it, man, but he never came.
Smell
I asked that nigga for like a whole week.
And see, and that's what those tell you. See, Hawaii, they haven't legalized marijuana either. They still locking motherfuckers up. They get caught with weed, man. They still locking them up. Because at one point, man, Hawaii was a big port for that type of weed, for the sesame oil and Hawaiian. What was they saying? That was a big big market for that. So they had to break that down. So they started giving life sentences and shit to people that was called. So, man, because Hawaiian weed will make you spend all your money. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah. To buy ounce, like even back then, an ounce was like $150 for an ounce. Even back then,
right? That's why I stopped smoking weed, man. Man, I used to smoke so much weed, man. I
don't know. I like smoking weed. I'm gonna have to give up the cigarettes. Now that's why I admire you. You gave up some cigarettes, no problem. But I'm not giving up my weed. I give up my cigarettes, but I ain't giving up my weed. Now we'll break it down.
It was hard. Don't trust me, man. When I smell weed, I'll be like a motherfucker crackhead, like
I know, because I be
like
smoking. I
Pookie.
be like, you be like, that smell good, man. I be like,
I be like Pookie
like,
on New Jack City.
No, you didn't let your new girlfriend spank your little butt. Now you can't smoke anymore.
No. This was before that. When I started, seriously, when I got my LLC, I said I wasn't gonna smoke for a year. Just had a business. I didn't never say I was never gonna smoke again. I've never said that shit. I said I was gonna give myself a year to a year. And once my business was successful, it'd be worth blowing. I said,
you can use it as a reward,
right?
But for me, a reward would be a reward for me be successful. Getting some Hawaiian weed, some Hawaiian weed, or some sesame oil, or some black mamba, or some ganja. Oh man, some black ganja. You folks know, you older folks know who I'm talking about. I know you like, damn, the brother, he smoked him some weed. Because I'm telling you, I just smoked, man, some of the best. I smoked weed from Thailand, from Hong Kong, from Hawaii, from Russia, from Germany. I've smoked weed.
I had some
from
Russian
all
weed too.
over the weed, man. If you can get hold of some good Russian weed, but they don't even cultivate it no more. I heard.
I don't know, but that's when I was working at the Shed Aquarium, like when I first got out of culinary rock school.
Right.
And there was like some dudes in there. There was one dude, he was Russian. He used to clean the front of the Shed Aquarium. I bullshit.
Okay, you sure it wasn't you just getting weed from a Russian guy?
No, he was like, it's a Russian weed because he charged us $100 for it.
Because it is hard to get into this country, but
no,
they do
he charged us like.
And usually they don't sell
it
to
to
black
really
people.
Cool. No, he was really cool, man. I don't know, man. I got a nice personality, man. But he used to.
You say so.
He used to show. Well, I don't know, man. I get along with people, but he sold me something for $100. I couldn't believe it, dude. It was like.
How'd it taste? I know if you tell me how it tastes. If you had some.
Well, it didn't really have. It wasn't taste like it was cold. It just tasted different than regular weed. I really can't describe it. It was just tasted different than regular weed.
A lot of
different weed that I had ever
heard. They used to grow.
I thought, you know what? I kind of thought it was. I kind of thought it was like grass or something. It was like
well, you might have smoked something because I was just getting ready to say a lot of weed that come from Russia have a real grassy smell and taste to it. But they have a kick.
But I got high, and that's what I was saying. But I got high as fuck.
You know, you be like, this shit smell like grass, and you get smoking some of that shit.
I was like,
you know, you might.
Man, I got high as fuck. I was like, I got high as fuck. I ain't gonna even lie, man.
But I used to, me and my friend Dino, we used to know people. Like, he used to know people like all over the world, and everybody seemed like they can get weed. You know, even French people and shit like that, you know, be smuggling.
But see, the reason why I got it from down there at the Shed Aquarium at the time, because everybody was labeling me as a bad guy. Like, he young, he thuggish, you know.
Well, you had a good job at the Shed Aquarium.
I was just cooking.
Oh, you was a cook there. That's still a good job.
Yeah. That's how I first started doing my catering parties and all that. But that's what they know. They're like, he always.
Well, you know, why don't you do that, country? You have, you are a chef. That's what seemed like that would be what you would fall back on if you needed cash right away.
In hand.
That hand shouldn't have nothing to do with it.
Anyway, we got 1 minute left. So y'all let us know, man. 2 questions we asked. Y'all, what was it?
Should weed be legal?
Should weed be legal? And I wanted to know if anybody know if weed was legal in all 50 states. Right. I thought it was. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm pretty sure it's not legal in all 50 states.
Like I said, man, trust me. My homeboy, we stayed in Georgia. My homeboy Brad, his mom and them sent us on a road trip to follow the Georgia Bulldog. And we ended up going to all 13 Confederate states with the Georgia Bulldog because she paid for it. Like, she was mad at him and wanted him to do something. Anyway, y'all, that's a whole nother story. But make a long story short, we smoked in all 13 southern states, and we got pulled over. Well, it was 2 white boys in the car, so never mind. All right, y'all, we'll be right back right after these messages on Anchor. Eat some McDonald's. All right, okay. So,
I can program more commercials in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 3 in. I decided I'm gonna put 1 right as we start and you do the music. Then 1 to come in, then you're finished. Then after you take that.
Man, they used to think I was a real live thug at the Shed.
Was you a thug at the Shed Aquarium?
A little bit.
That's why they thought that.
And I had to give them a Scarface speech, like say goodnight to the bad guy, bitches on everything, because they was like,
they had to get rid of your ass.
No, they didn't get rid of me.
Those kind of jobs.
Marriott Tedesco wasn't paying that much, man. Marriott Tedesco used to be on bullshit.
Oh, you was working through them,
Yeah.
You didn't work for the Shed Aquarium.
No, I worked with Marriott Tedesco.
Yeah, because if you was working for the Shed Aquarium, that's a good ass job there, bro.
What the hell?
You know what happened? Maybe you should pull some of your stuff off of there. Maybe you running out of space. I had to pull some of my hands off. I'm running out of space too, but my mom said that we can buy this little thing to attach to it, and it can hold all our memory, all our files. That way we won't eat up the ones on the computer. So when you plan on getting the camera, country, and you're all in the way, people just have to look at you bent over. Looking for me, I'm at least on one of them on the far end because I've been covered up on those.
All of them.
You cover up when you bend over. You cover me up on all three cameras. That's up, but it ain't gonna matter. You moving it because you still have to bend over. You gotta hit the back button. All right, that's my phone or your phone?
Your phone.
That's my phone.
Your phone.
Your phone.
Yeah, man.
So which one is mine? That one over there on the thing.
Yep.
Okay, well, I got a couple of responses on there.
Oh, people just saying something.
The one over there.
Well, we not the ones where my sister's over here talking crazy, saying I'm a thug and laughing at me and shit.
She a thug. Why she say that?
It's me. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the second half of Soul Time with Country and Mr. Reese. Yeah, you said I be wasting time, so we ain't wasting no time. Welcome back to the second half of Soul Time with Country and Mr. Reese. Anyway, so Reese got another topic. Riding in the seat. So go ahead.
Well, don't forget, that we're giving away 25 t-shirts.
25 t-shirts.
We get 1,000 likes, thumbs up.
All you gotta do just hit the like and subscribe button.
Like button, you get a nice cold t-shirt, nice cool t-shirts. Well, as soon as the samples come in, I'm going to show the samples and tease everybody or what they got coming if they subscribe to the show.
Right.
So my second subject is today.
Play a little music for y'all right quick.
So I guess I have to wait then, folks. We have to wait on the music.
All right, here we go. Second topic.
My second topic today is how do we make money in an economy like this where nobody got to work? See, it's one of your topics, country.
How do we make money?
How can the average person with no job, say you don't have a job, getting unemployment is about to run out, they haven't passed the stimulus bill. How you figure?
I thought they passed it.
As far as I know, it ain't been passed. How do you plan on surviving without an income? What you think we should do to make money? How can we make money in the environment today? I would like some answers on this one because I don't have the answer to it. It's a question that me and country is struggling with because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make money. We might try to make something out of nothing, or what's the same song? Trying to make a quarter out of 15 cents, and we ain't even got 15 cents. Will you get out in front of the cameras?
Oh, I'm trying to read these comments over there.
And
all right, man, go ahead, man.
When you do that, like I said, you cover me up on all three cameras except this one over here, the little one. And all they see is your big bulbous head. That's a lot of so you folks got ideas on how we can make money. Here's one idea that I could throw out because on my show I constantly talk about how we can better ourselves as a people and how we could start. Like I have a thing called micro business. It's not new, but nobody is promoting it now. And I think for Black people, I truly think for Black people, this could be a way to go because I was saying that if you somebody is renting a storefront and you can't afford it, but you got a product, and what you could do is you could separate that space into two spaces and have two people selling two different products where you could generate money where either or they may even decide to buy from either or. Say the spot is like we was talking today, say it's $600.
Mm-hmm.
Say it's 800 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
You could split that up into 400 square feet a piece. Mm-hmm. And have two businesses, share the rent and the bills. That means if it's $650, that means only $325 is coming out your pocket, which is low. And and you got light and gas, just look at maybe it's $400. But if you're able to have a product that can make you that money daily or weekly or bi-weekly, you have a chance to make that business grow. And to say one business grow faster than the other, then you have an opportunity to either assume the other business or help that business grow or move into a bigger place on your own. I call micro business very, very small with very little, no stock inventory, just what you got on your shelves or what you're selling. And once you sell that out, then you bring back into it, Because I know from being in business and having folks that's in business, a lot of the money go into stocking. Because they never want to run out.
Never want to run out. Answer that. Well, nowadays you can.
But dollar stores still stock because I used to work security at a few, and they have in the back room, man. They stock up for 6 to 7 months. They have stuff. They buy as much. See what a lot of them dollar stores do. I don't know about Family Dollar, but I was working at Dollar Tree. But I know at Dollar Tree when I was working security there, what they would do, they would buy up the product. So say this Chinese company made white plates, these particular white plates. They would buy as many as they could buy, until they run out. And once they run out, they don't sell no more. They'll go to another product or whatever the product is. Because if they sell good, the last thing they want to do is run out. If it's a store that's moving business like that, then yeah, I can see you holding some inventory. Right. But if you got a micro business, you can have little to no inventory because whatever is on the shelves is what you're selling. Right. So if you only got 3 of them products, if you're doing your inventory, you say, hey, I got to get another box of these, but you don't have to have it already stacked up because that's money that haven't been made yet that's being wasted, until it's brought up onto the shelves. So what you could do, you can just buy up, say you buying up, you got a small space, small business, you're selling like I always make an example, shoestrings. Okay. And then, I got a comment from a guy said he's going to think about doing that when I was doing my show. He said he thought that was a good idea because what I said, say you sell shoestrings. I'm just giving it to the simplest thing. So you sell shoestrings for $1. Now, how many variety of shoestrings are there? It's got to be thousands, right? Not only that, you can even make your own because they just shoestrings. Just buy them white, dye them, however you want to do. You can dye them, solid colors, mixed colors, whatever. Right. But you can create a style that no other store has. And when you go to this store, the people will feel they'll feel more how can I say it? More personable.
Comfortable.
Yeah, and comfortable, but more personable with the product, with your product. You see what I'm saying? If you go there and you get a good, even if you sell a shoestring, you could have 10,000 colors of shoestrings. That could be the floor to bring people and say, oh man, he sells shoestrings.
You can buy a shoestring wholesale for 1 cent a piece.
Yeah, and like I said, you can color them yourself.
Yeah.
All it is just dye. You could, tape up the tips and shit, dip the shit in whatever dye you want to do. You can make any color, any color combination. So already your place is going to stand out. Even though it's tiny, people still pay attention to it, especially kids. Because kids love that shit. And I was talking about candy stores. Like in Chicago, there's a lot of candy stores in Chicago. But what they're missing is a little flash and dash. Because a lot of candy stores would make more money if they had a little flash and dash. When I was a kid coming up, the candy store was always the candy store was always colorful. It was a big candy cane thing standing outside the candy, the candy store. Then when I was a kid, they used to have those barrels. Damn, I sound like I'm old as hell. Yeah, right. But they used to have barrels. Yeah, they used to have those old apple barrels, like in half. And they have 3 or 4 different candies like Chews and no, Twizzlers wasn't out then.
They had what they call red shoestrings.
Shoestrings. They used to call them shoestrings or something like that. Yeah. But they would have a different candy. They have like section off different candies, penny candies or whatever. And wine candies,
I hate them fucking
rock ball candy, bubble gum and shit like that.
Yeah, Chico sticks.
Yeah, Chico sticks. Oh man, I love Chico sticks back in the day. And so when you go into the store, you would see the stuff coming in the store, and then when you go into the store, they would have all these candies in these big jars, about so big glass jars, and it brought like a nostalgic feeling, when you went to that store.
Kind of like you know what that reminded me of, like the candy store front that they had in Harlem Nights.
I can't remember the candy store front.
It was just like you said. He had it just set up just like that.
Just like that.
And then he had boxes of chocolate in there.
Oh. I don't. That's like the 40s. I wasn't born in them days. Yeah. But I mean, in the 60s, but it was set up like that. Like the store that was on the corner from my house, he had a little corner store. It was a little candy store, and that's how his store was set up. He had a big candy cane that spinned out there in the afternoon and shit. And he had little barrels of candy out there. We used to always steal. We run by and steal a couple of wine candies and shit. I guess he didn't give a damn because he probably was buying them, you know, in the bulk and shit, you know,
like
that.
I say prostitution.
Oh God. Leave it to him to throw the whole conversation to the.
You said how we make money.
I'm talking about legally. Okay.
Oh, legally.
And I was talking about micro businesses. I was talking about how people a way you could take your money. You could take some of the stimulus money and rent you a place and get you a small place. You know, you could sell nachos, hot dogs, pizza puffs, and other stuff like that without having license. What kind of license they call it?
Food sanitation.
Yeah, food sanitation license. You can sell all those products without having a food sanitation license.
Right.
Then you can sell candy. You know, I would like to open up an ice cream shop.
I did. That's what I wanted to do too.
You know, and you can do that with a micro. They make a little ice cream machine, man. It's so big, and all you gotta do is just stick the ice cream in it. It whips it up. If you want it coarse, if you want it fine, it's just one machine. About probably not even big as this table.
Ice cream.
I'm saying, but if you're thinking about micro business,
I want to do some China.
Okay, but listen though. But if you think about micro business, that's a good way to have a micro business. You have just what you need, the product you need, and you selling what the people want. You can still have a variety, you know, but it'll be limited. But still, you don't have to have a ton, just too much. Like the restaurants today. The restaurants, they have too much stuff going on in their stores, and it's hard for you to buy anything. You know what?
The wife said something.
My wife?
Yeah, I guess when I said prostitution, she wrote, yeah, like you an asshole or something. I don't know. I said she commented on theater or something. I don't know, man. I mean, that's the oldest business on earth. Man on your back. That's guaranteed. That's
well, how is that gonna make you money? You gonna be a pimp?
No, I'm be the prostitute. I'm fucking all kind of facts.
You gonna screw for money.
Come here, big girl. Come here, big girl.
Well, you know, all you big girls out here that wants to get, you know, pay him for some loving, he's available.
Yeah, to hold your arms around him like 3 times. Like, you moving too much.
But for any of you people that's serious and
I'm just having fun.
And looking to,
I ain't backtracking. I'm just
trying to think of making some money, you know, while you know, sitting around at the house, you could do that. Because once this stuff open up, watch, all that stuff she came up on your other thing too.
Bonnie coming. Bonnie, stop it.
What'd she say?
Nothing.
It's not coming through?
No, it's just saying she made a comment.
Oh.
You
know,
a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, as I'm saying, I think micro businesses for Black people is a good It's a good investment. You're not gonna waste a lot of money or spend a lot of money trying to build up a store when you and 2 or more people could take that same store and have 2. It's like a mall, a mini, not a mini mall, a micro mall. It's like a micro mall. That's what you can call it, a micro. Because if you can have 3 businesses or more, you can call it a mall.
Yeah.
You know, if you can get a place, say 1,100 square feet, that's 4 or 5 businesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the idea came from me from doing it when you watch the markets in Hong Kong. If you ever watch Hong Kong, watch the markets. Each market is right next door to each other, and they all sell different things. So when the people strolling by, you should check it out. When the people strolling by, you know, they got this kind of vegetable, that kind of fruit, this kind of fish, that kind of chicken. It could be almost the same thing with products inside a store where you don't have to bear all the responsibilities plus your overhead by yourself. You can share it.
Yeah.
All can make money if you can get along, because you know how Black women is, especially Black. Bitch, that bitch, you know. But anyway, we'll skip that. But if y'all can get along, make them businesses, don't be jealous of one another, and help each other out.
No, you know what they do.
Huge business for Black people.
Now you know what they do that for real. Like right now, they do that. Real. No, I'm saying you know what they do that at right now.
Where?
At the flea market.
It's not, the flea market is not exactly what I'm talking about.
No, but it's sort
of sort of that way.
Like that.
And they are,
but the only thing difference at the flea market is you got to pay for your little space, so you're not sharing it with nobody.
Well, I mean, but it's the same thing, but it's a bigger space, like a market. It's like a market, but I mean that is sort of the concept, because once you're in there, it's a little finite space, so that is sort of a micro
but
business.
You pay for that space.
You know.
Yeah, but some people.
Or you can do the same thing with a business. You can buy a business. You can have people do the same thing. See, the vision is to get people off of coming in online so much, and then you can even sell your stuff online. You can have it right. You can have it if they feel like coming to your store with personal touch, or you can have it where they could just buy your stuff online.
But I got left.
You know. Well,
like
you know,
I sold out of something good.
People like to shop though. Even though people like to sit online and shop, there's still people like to go to the brick and mortar buildings.
Yeah.
You know, they get out, walk around, and shop, and look at stuff. If you got a nice, attractive place,
like the Mall of America.
Yeah, people like this
like
stuff. But even on the streets, if you got a nice,
city.
attractive place that when people walk by, they look curious. Already, that's going to generate, you know, at least some buzz. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think that's messing up now is this Corona stuff, man. It's just
but I've been saying this before Corona came out, you know. But I on my show, but I never really got any comments about it because right at the time that was happening, I was bringing that up. It was something else was going on. Oh, Trump and the trial and the impeachment stuff.
Yeah,
you know. So I guess a lot of people wasn't really paying no attention to it. That's why I'm bringing it. I brought it back up today because I think it'll be such a great idea for anybody, but for Black people especially, because we struggle the hardest. And if 2 or 3 of us came together instead of somebody trying to build a big old business, I mean, you can do that if you want to, but instead of trying to build a big old business on your own, you know, you can just get you a nice space, 2 or 3 of y'all, you're gonna sell different products, and then you give the customer choices. Mm-hmm. You know, they have choice. They might buy from you.
I'm saying, I agree, man. I think that'd be dope. I ain't gonna even lie.
You know, call them, like I said, call them micro malls, micro businesses, micro wall. You know, because I don't care what nobody say. They ain't gonna never be able to sell everything online.
As soon as Black people stop trying to figure out how to buy the biggest fucking TV to put in their house, and we go.
Well, but you know, everybody will be like the Joneses.
Yeah, because I mean, Walmart had to sell a lot of TV. Walmart was like, these niggas buying so many TV, let's make them $250.
They buying so many, even they stole them. Walmart didn't care. Right. But they were still making their money. You know. But I really would never like to be a big retail store. Because like I said, you got to have so many employees. You got to have the way I'm thinking about, man, you can have not only you don't really have to, if you want, you can have an employee, but in most cases, you can franchise your business within a business within a business. Because if you kept that model going, you could have 10 of those same micro businesses and 10 employees. You see what I'm saying? That you don't have to work like a dog.
It would be different because I think when people do go to stores, they expect it out, but doing it like that, it'll be better than like somebody in the street like I buy more. You ever see them people outside with the little belt on and they sell them little colognes and they try to sell them super fast. I buy more at the store than I buy on the street.
Well, why? Because they water them down, people say.
On the street?
Yeah.
I think so.
A lot of times they water them down.
Right.
Well, I can't disagree with you on that. I have bought some in the street, and I have thought they have watered them down too.
Yeah, you know? But I'm just saying, it seems like when you go to the store, they got more variety. They have like one of this or one of that, one Obama or something.
Yeah, but they just trying to build up their little business, you know. Like I said, because you know rents are expensive.
I was about to buy that. I had the belt and everything. Somebody gave me a belt and they took me down to the perfume place. They're like, "All you gotta do is buy these jars and fill them up."
Yeah.
But I thought about that. I'm like, man, I don't feel like passing nobody by.
I know quite a few people. I know some guys that made some good money off of that, man.
Yeah, they sell them 2 for $5.
They made some good money off of that shit. And sometimes they get some good fragrances, man. You be like, yeah, this. You know, I like the oils.
That's what I buy.
Right, the oils. I like those. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Because you can mix those with a little alcohol and you can stretch it and you won't smell the alcohol. You know, I mean, unless you put too much alcohol, but you can mix it with a little alcohol. You know, or something else they say you can mix it with, but I don't know. But I know you can
mix it with lotion.
With lotion, I don't know. But I know you can mix it with a little alcohol, and that won't give it. You know, you won't smell the alcohol. You know, on there. You know. But yeah, I think it'll be a great business. I'd like some feedback on that, folks. You know, what do you think about that? You think that's a good idea? I know the show wasn't as funny as the other ones, but I still think these was topics that were interesting enough to talk about. You know, because we did have a good conversation with both of them. You know, how much time we got? About 8 minutes. So we got about 8 minutes left, folks. So if you could throw in some comments.
Yeah, 10 minutes left.
Oh, 10 minutes? I said 8.
No, 10.
Oh, okay.
Some comments, suckers.
Because country, he ain't got really much to say on these topics.
No. What I said, I'm the passenger. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm commenting like somebody do if they riding inside. If you go pull up in a restaurant, you say, "We want something. You want something out of here? Give me an order of fries."
Well, that's a shitty way to be if you go help co-hosting the show.
No, I'm just listening to the comment. I'm agreeing. I'm not like disagreeing, and I am putting comment. I mean, you got the whole thing.
Comment on that one too,
you get the whole thing. Bonnie O'Neal coming on theater. I don't know what she's saying. It's just saying Bonnie O'Neal.
Why don't hers come up like these come up?
I don't know. But like what I'm saying is that I like for the marijuana thing. I agreed to that. I said I don't think that. I think they should have made it legal, but not like they done it like that. I don't think they should have. I for one personally, I don't think they should have had no marijuana dispensaries. I think when they started doing the dispensary, because it seemed like the closest thing to getting the best weed, most people used to say back in the day was like if they had that medical marijuana. Like, man, you get some medical marijuana, you're gonna get high as shit. You know
well, you can if you get some.
And they took it. They took that and put the dispensary on top of that. Now you gotta have a medical card to go to the dispensary. You get a certain discount off of it.
A medical card,
right? So you don't have now. You gotta have a weed card.
Oh, okay.
You gotta have a weed medical card, and then you can go to the dispensary and they give you like charge you half.
My doctor said he'd never give me one.
Yeah.
He said he'd never give me one. You know, he don't believe in smoking weed and that kind of stuff.
Tell him it's holistic. It's holistic, baby. It's holistic, baby.
That's what I say too.
Man, it's holistic, man.
You know, before people really started abusing it, the Indians were smoking it for hundreds of years, man. Or the Native Americans.
That's how they got caught up.
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed.
You know, why they got caught up? How? I think it was the liquor. That's what got them caught up.
Fire water.
Yeah, that shit. See, the whites introduced. They was cool. You know, they go on their little raves and holler and shit, smoke their weed and chill. But when the whites came, started giving them liquor, bourbon and whiskey.
That's one thing want. That's one thing I want to try. Some peyote, man.
What is that?
It's like weed, but it's like the Indian weed. The old school Indian.
Well, that's just a different name for weed, then.
No, it's just called peyote. It's something different. That shit had you like
hallucinating and shit.
Talking like, hey.
Talking back to the forefathers.
You ever see Young Gun? Remember Young Gun? Remember when Louis the dude that's supposed to be a Mexican Indian, and he brought him all that stuff. He's like, we in the spirit world. That's peyote.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was supposed to be. That was supposed to be a form of peyote. He's like, man, we in the spirit world.
Really strong weed or something.
Yeah, remember they smoked it. They drunk it.
Oh, they drank it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, I wouldn't mind a peace pipe. I wouldn't mind toking on a peace pipe. But I mean, Indians are modern today. They don't do stuff like that.
Shit. No.
If it is, it's only for show.
The rich ass casino owner, something, but they still smoking peace pipe.
I'm probably the richest probably sit at home and smoke on their pipe or something like that. But I'm saying, not
casino
the general
bitches.
public.
Like casino bitches.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because the government gave them all that damn money. That's what I'm saying. They gave them all that money. Okay, and still wasn't enough. They didn't give us shit. They didn't give us a damn thing. Fight us tooth and nail, you know, on that shit.
They ain't gonna give us no free watermelon, chicken, or nothing.
I'm telling you.
Chicken, bitches.
Just screw all over us. You know, but back to what we were saying. Yeah, so folks, you know, just think about what I said, you know, because I think it's a really good idea. Because we got to look out for us. Nobody's going to look out for us as a people. And we got to think of ways to make money with that we can sell, stuff that we can sell to each other that we all use as a culture, not just hair and nail stuff.
There's gonna be some nigga someone's gonna be like, man, I'm going to rob the shoestring store.
Well, I mean, of course it's probably gonna be, but you have to have precautions. I mean, nothing is truly safe. Nothing is truly safe. You know, but maybe you can arrange it in a way, you know, that they have to be buzzed in or you have a security guard there. It's always a way, you know, to make the money, but we should be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, my house, man. These Chinese people, they take orders outside the Chinese restaurant.
They are doing that now.
That's the crazy
shit.
They're doing. No, come in.
Yeah, you go in there, you order, and they bring it out to you. You know, I really don't have a problem with that. I ain't got to put no mask on, so I ain't got a problem. Just give me what I ordered and you charge me the right amount of money. I don't really have a problem.
Since they've been doing that, I ain't really had a taste for Chinese food. I ain't gonna even stop. Man.
You just being prejudiced. That's all.
Yeah, no, it ain't like I ain't had a taste for. I'm telling y'all, when Biden get in office, you better learn how to speak Chinese. He gonna open up the border. Trump had it closed. Everybody gonna be ni hao. Well, I'm telling you, right here, you get your Chinese.
Well, you know what? There's one good thing that may come out of this. You may get police reform. Yeah, because Biden them is the ones that's pushing police reform. The Republicans was against it. So Biden them, they pushing for it. So you might get police reform. Might get some of these bad cops off the job.
That's like Obama said when he got in office the first year.
I'm just saying.
We're going to have all these shovel-ready jobs. They just filling potholes. I'm like, this nigga literally made jobs out of filling fucking potholes. And that was it. He didn't continuously do it the next term. He just like, we're going to fill some potholes.
I told you every election year is always more jobs, but it's only lasts to probably the middle of March or June of the following year.
No, it lasts 1 year.
You know,
Obama had them. No, that's all that I. It didn't go no farther. Barack Obama had agenda after agenda after that. He filled them potholes up. I ain't gonna even start. I like, man, they need to come down this street. They need to come down this street. I was looking at that shit. Even when I was back in Georgia, I was like, man, they need to fill these potholes up. And they filling them down there. They had the truck going down the road filling potholes in Georgia.
Driving
down the highway, they pull a thing over, fill a pothole, keep going. I'm like, Barack Obama is really on his business. Next year, you know, forever potholes everywhere. You'll see a motherfucking oil truck out there. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, because he always did stuff to be just to appease the people at the time.
Like some Chinese food upstairs now.
Don't smell like Chinese food to me.
No, you
maybe you just smelling Chinese food.
No, you ain't got a good sniffer. Yeah.
Some smell like chicken, but I don't smell like Chinese food.
Have you ever had Chinese fried chicken?
What you mean? What, they fried chicken?
You ain't no Chinese fried chicken?
Yeah, I mean, I've had fried chicken. I don't know if they call it Chinese fried chicken, but I've had fried chicken.
Like they fried in the peanut. Man, that is some fucking scrumptious fucking. Man, if y'all ain't never had Chinese fried chicken, that shit is scrumptious. Have you ever had that shit for real?
I've had fried chicken from Chinese restaurant. I think they cooked it in peanut oil.
Man, you like, yeah.
I've had so many chicken dishes.
They don't flour it. They don't flour it, and it still be crispy.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
That's fucking amazing, man. That shit is scrumptious. I be telling people like, man, boy,
folks, I don't know how we got off the subject and got into Chinese food, but I guess we talking about Chinese food.
I'm told you my chunky ass is hungry, nigga. I can't wait to leave. I'm about to go get me a steak-um or something.
You got a few minutes left, and you can go get you a steak-um or whatever.
I'm just hungry. But no, like I said though, man, I'll be honest with you, I really enjoyed the subject and the topic. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something different. I don't think that none that it wasn't worth not talking about because I mean, yeah, I think micro business for black people be good. I just wish black people learn how to work together so we can get in a business like that.
I think if you get two or three like-minded people, it will work.
Yeah,
and you know what? You have to sort of have to show people, you know.
Look, man,
and don't be full of shit. And show people,
and I'm just saying this because this is a fact. I'm in a lot of different business groups because I got my own LLC. I'm in a lot of different business groups. And a lot of people, even in them business groups, it seems like they out for themselves. They want to know how to
a lot of people are out for
and do that. So
that's why I say this is a new way to do it because
Reese, new way to do it. See how you plug in the show? See how you plug in the show?
Well, I talked about this in one of my shows anyway. But that's why I say you get people, like-minded people, instead of somebody trying to build a business on their own, which if that's what they want to do, they can do it. But if you want to start out small and build a business, well, because some people just want enough money to pay their rent. Some people want to make money to be rich. Some people want to make enough money just to be comfortable. So you can have all three of those elements inside the same place where nobody is interfering with nobody else's work. And like I said, it gives them opportunity where other people can buy their product, you know, or your product. You know, it's the opportunity exists. Now, if you're going to be one of the people and you have two other people in there and they stuff selling, your stuff don't sell, and you get bitter about that, that's stupid to me. You know, because all you have to do, you start relying on them folks. Hey, why don't you tell them, come over and check this out? Or, you know, I mean, if a person ain't gonna buy your shit, they're gonna buy your shit. Right. You know, but you encourage people. You have to encourage people to
involve, man. You gotta involve,
or you change your product. You have enough time. You have enough space or enough time where, or enough money. If you want to tweak your business or change your business, you can do it because you're not spending a lot of money. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know. And especially for black women, I think would work doing that better than black men, you know, because black men always try to floss. But I think black women
trying to holler at the chicks coming stuff.
Yeah, that's what they be trying to do, right?
One cup free pack. I'm gonna give a shoestring to all your kids. Nigga, you giving away the business, man. Hold on, let me get this number. This is one number right quick. No, man, no, nigga, no. Almost my phone died.
Really about to die. Well, let it play until it go off. You know, you still might have a little time left in it. You know. I thought you charged that phone.
No, goddamn ghost out here on some bullshit.
Yeah, it turned you down. It turned down your
all right, so yeah. Well, y'all, we coming up to our last minute, so I hope everybody had fun. We had some interesting ideas and comments. Remember about talk about the weed thing. and the micro business thing. I think that both of them some great ideas, but really, man, I just wish we Rodney King around this bitch. All of us got along a little better, man. Everything would be cool. So that's my aspect. But Rich got some two good shows. After I've been doing it for months.
Oh, please.
I've been doing it for months.
Okay.
After I've been doing it, yeah, don't deny it. After I've been doing it for months.
Yeah, he been doing it for months.
Can't wait like Hercules. I feel like the nigga that was holding up the earth, what's his name? Atlas. This motherfucker. You know Atlas supposed to be the dude to hold up
I
the
know
earth.
who Atlas was.
Yeah. Some people don't know a lot of this stuff, man.
Listening to you, they will.
Thinking I'll be making stuff up, you know?
Yeah, see, he got to praise himself as usual.
I ain't praising myself. I'm just saying, though. I'm praising
Actually, you didn't come up with all the topics every month.
Oh, come on, nigga, please.
All
right, y'all. So we're going to holler at y'all and be back tomorrow. Same
Don't
black
forget to
time.
like us, and give us a thumbs up if you want to get these free t-shirts.
Right. So same black time, same black channel.
Right.
Holler at y'all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, folks. So what y'all think? That was pretty good shows, folks. Hope you enjoyed them. It wasn't as funny as we would have them. Thanks, sis, for watching. It's my shout out to you for watching. Thanks, babe, for commenting. I didn't think you'd even be up. I thought you'd be asleep. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Please tell your friends and neighbors.
And my girl, Dream Million, is live now.
And share and like.
All right, y'all. Remember, go out and eat some Chinese chicken and tell them that country sent you.
Some Chinese fried chicken.
Chinese fried chicken. Tell them country and Mr. Reese sent you.
That's right.
All right, peace out. Strange. What's your wife was talking about?
I don't know. You probably have to read yours. The comments never come up on my stuff.